Step 2, we're an assassin, which means we just get to turn off our brain. Technically isn't, oh no, Boom Attack doesn't get nerfed until the next patch, right? The Jotun's Wrath is on this. The 5 power nerf. Oh no, not the 5 power. Okay, ability-wise. You are the Screechy McScreech. Passive is walk instead of walls. Yep. You're the Screech. You are the stealthy one? Yep, you're the one that makes me stealth, so you're my line attack. You are my giant dash, which has some sick damage on it. And then you are the ulti. So our 1 is our clear ability. Nice cone in front of us. 12-second cooldown, 50 seconds on the ult. Well, I guess the ulti stacks twice, right? So it's kind of 100 seconds for the first 2. Wow, that's a woohoo! Oh yeah. Wow. Woohoo to you. Oh, wow. She's, yep. She's just hacking, whacking, chopping that meat. Okay. Wow.
Startling.
So, if I wanted to go gank Hebo, being all sneaky, I could go inside this wall, right? Da-na-na-na-na-na. And then I can dash out of this wall. And then I can come scream at him and come kill him. Rawr! I scream. Okay, that's right. We have an auto attack chain. 1, 1, 1.5. 1, 1, 1.5. There we go. That channel does do pretty good damage, but it is in fact a channel, so how long does this dash go? Really far. That's like a really far dash. And we can turn it around, I think, at any point that we want to, right? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Scream at him! You've been screamed at! So I think you can... Yeah, so you can just... It just stops. Or like any... If you move your mouse, I think, at all, it just stops. Let me see here. So if I just... No, I couldn't. So you can move your mouse a little bit like that. I think if you click again, it just stops.
Is under attack.
Okay, and this does more damage at the end, right? Yeah, the final hit. Roar! Kind of spooky, to be honest. Kind of spooky. Just because I can. So you do start taking damage immediately while in the wall. That's not like, there's not really a delay. You just like take damage right when it starts.
Ally has been slain.
All right. The 3 is actually not the most intuitive ability. All right, the 2 is the line base attack that stops on target hit. And that one brings you into stealth, and it gives me movement speed. As long as the enemy god is debuffed, she gains movement speed. And I can do a nice face from inside the wall and scream at them from out there. This does stop upon minions, though. Okay. Very good, very good. We scream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
This will cut straight to the point.
That dash is good. That's a good dash, man. Like, that is a very strong dash. It's got damage on the way through, and it's got damage at the end. It's not the easiest to hit in terms of like all the other skills, but you can bam. Feels good though. Feels really responsive. What's up, Fluffy? How you doing, friend? Feels like really, really responsive. So you could come in on somebody, hit him with the 2. This gives me bonus movement speed, and I technically go invisible.
You're on fire.
Then you can hit him with a little double dash. Dash right past him. And then turn around and hit him with that bonus claw damage. All right. Yeah, you can seemingly cancel it really early. What's that? Face. Roar!
Left enemy tower.
Easy me. I want to get out of the wall. Let me out. Let me out of the wall. Let me out of the wall.
Another patriot has fallen.
You have to like run into the exact same spot on the wall in order to get out. And then you have a little cooldown here, so I can't go back into a wall until that cooldown is kind of done with. Yeah, you can for sure cancel the dash easy. For sure. No, you can't basic attack through the wall. You can use your 1, 3, and 4 from inside the wall. Okay, now let's do a little ultimate action. After I clear this purple light. Let's go find the dual lane. So then we got the ulti, which is kind of a nuke. And then it stays there and does a bunch of damage. And it stays there for a pretty decent amount of time. Ooh. You're gonna have to be careful not accidentally canceling the 3 early. I've been caught myself a couple of times trying to dash and then accidentally clicking. But if you click anything again, it cancels the dash, which is cool because it makes it really exciting, but also watch out for big fat fingers. And then the other cool thing you can do with her ulti is you can put it on a wall like this, and then you can auto attack and you can use it from inside the wall, which is pretty nifty.
The American dream.
Uh-huh.
Tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
So we got the old wall nuke. And so we can use that to like cut off various areas. I'm focusing so much on the new god that like I'm not even getting to appreciate how freaking cool this map is. I'm in stealth when I go. Okay. So as far as her ability leveling order goes, I mean, her ultimate's fantastic. You get an increased opening damage, so you're definitely gonna level up the ulti when you can. So 4, 1 is her main form of clear. 2 has pretty decent damage, but so does the freaking dash, and it also lowers the cooldown. So it looks like you'll probably level her 4, 1, 3, 2, I would imagine. That would be my guess. Yeah, that dash damage is going to be freaking sick. Oh, it has a little knockback effect on the minions. All right. I see no reason why you wouldn't just run the pretty standard kind of jungle build on her. Just get as much power as humanly possible and scale your abilities right out of their brains.
Your right tower is under attack. Your right tower has been destroyed.
Because that's just what you do in the jungle. And she has 4 abilities that can do damage. So that's fantastic for her. Also probably makes her a decent Hydra's procer. Actually, she can proc it 5 times in the Hydra's because of her ulti, huh? Which is interesting. Bam. Wait. If you start at 1 right before entering a wall, it still channels this damage like normal. I don't think you can hit anybody from.
Another patriot has fallen.
Don't think it would really matter. I wanted to see what happens if I dash from a wall to a wall. Okay. So you can't just dash into another wall from the wall because it goes on the cooldown the second that you actually leave. No he bolts. Hey, no he bolts. Hey now. Bam! Her dash feels good. Feels really good. Bam! Like that's a lot of damage, man. Her dash. It would be pretty greedy.
Your middle tower is under
But
Cut straight to the point.
her dash is not a horrible ability to even level up earlier. I mean, you don't have to wait for the channel on the one or anything. It's just burst damage. You get to go in, burst, auto.
Your middle tower is under attack.
There's something to be said about utilizing the 3 pretty aggressively, because the 1, I mean, you have to channel it, but I mean, you have decent auto attack damage as well, you know, so the channel is a little bit kind of awkward, but compared to like the dash where you get that double damage pop. Now she doesn't have any sustain. She doesn't have any really sustain in her kit. Oh, she gains a little bit of life steal after leaving the wall. So she does have a little bit of sustain, but that's not really that important, I don't think. So you get 10% life steal after leaving a wall for a moment. For how long? Only 5 seconds. But that's mostly probably just to counteract the fact that you actually do, you know, take damage
Left to play with.
while inside that wall. So it's certainly better than nothing. And that's a good mechanic to know. That's definitely a good mechanic to know. That's gonna be like a little tiny thing that makes a difference for some people. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, I mean, you'll get full cooldowns on it. You're called a day, bada bing, bada boom. I mean, something like a Soul Eater could be fun, yeah. I mean, Soul Eater's kind of a weird item, but I mean, it could be fine on her. I mean, in general, it's looking pretty standard. As much power and pen as you can just possibly fit into the build. You know what I'm saying? And then absolutely just burst people right outside of their brain is basically what you're looking to do. Right out their brain.
Your right tower is under attack. I got your back,
So I can get a little bit low HP, go inside of a wall, kind of stick around, bam, bam, and then try to kill him from inside the wall, but then I gotta make sure that I get out because I'm taking damage. But you can't go back into a wall if you are below 25% HP. 25% HP is the marker, or crippled. Or crippled for that matter. Ah! I'm invisible, Baka. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? The ultimate, I do think, is going to be pretty hard. I can see her ultimate being a skill that lower ranked players have a pretty difficult time with. Even high ranked players. I mean, it's pretty skinny.
America to the rest.
It's pretty skinny. and it's got a little bit of a delay on it. Now, what makes up for that, of course, is the fact that you can use it twice, which is pretty sick. And it will make her kind of nasty around objectives. Because you'll be able to throw this down around an objective, and it really stays for like, what, 5 seconds or something? It stays around for a hot second. Which means you could throw this down over at a Gold Fury fight and really goof somebody. Really zone them out of a fight. Not even like necessarily from like inside the wall. You could just be like, oh, look, they're gonna come from that direction. You just go like, bam. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Yeah. I mean, that's 5 or 6 seconds. That's a long time, man. That hits you, gives me a bonus speed buff. You can't see me because I'm actually in stealth during that. Switch targets for the end of the screen. Yep. Oh no, where is somebody? Is somebody gonna be in the mid lane? Let me dash out. 3, 2, 1, bam! Boom! Pop the Hebo in the mouth. Bam! Ulti goes off. I'm screaming. He can't hear anything.
An enemy has been slain.
No doubt. Okay. The 2 does damage, yes. It stops on target hit. So like, boom, you can see that little circle come out. So theoretically, Baka can't see me. Theoretically.
Freedom! Your right tower is under
So she can deafen you with her 1, so you can't hear. And she can go invisible with the 2. So you can't see her. So you can't see her.
This will cut straight to the
And you
point.
can't hear her. You know?
Another patriot has fallen.
Can you go on this wall?
An
Yeah, can
enemy
you go on
has
the
been
gate?
slain.
Eh, I won't let you go on the gate. Very specifically. There's an X on the
Your right
gate.
tower is under attack.
That claw attack is actually gonna be important. Look at that huge attack. Oh, getting that 3rd attack off. You maybe don't even. I don't know. Maybe Hydra's isn't worth on her because you want to get to that 3rd claw attack. That 1.5er is beefy. That's a beefy one, you know. So that'll be interesting.
I got your back, brother.
I love her dash. Somebody tries to get away, you can finish them with the 2, or you can close the distance with the 3. I don't think that like a crit build on her would be entirely dumb. I think that right now power builds are just so ridiculously strong that it's probably just always the way to go. Just to go the power builds, but like in a in a slightly different meta or whatever. Yeah, see, look at that Neath is trying to run away. It is hard to aim this. You have to aim it really far forward. That is a fairly easy skill to dodge. Fairly easy. Okay, let's actually just get the Hydra just to see how the proc feels. It's definitely a skinny legend ult. So you will be able to get out of that if you so desire, you know? if you so desire. Do you think he knows that I'm here? Bag it! Bag it! Brick! 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 I think he knows. Ah! Yeah, starting off her one a little early. So that way, starting off her one a little early, so that way you actually are finishing it on your target is probably better than necessarily just using it the entire time. Because at this point, my auto attacks hit harder than like the regular kind of channel. You see? But that last hit on it is huge. So like if you're chasing somebody down, you may want to just start it up and then have it that way when it finishes you get that huge, you know, burst damage, which is awesome.
You're on fire! Holy shit! You're on fire!
But you don't have to sacrifice missing out on like auto attacks or something. Might even be worth canceling sometimes if you can. Can you cancel it? Let's see. Yep, you sure can. Yeah, sure can. Do you get movement speed? No. So you don't get the movement speed on the 2 unless you hit a god, it seems.
Don't lose me.
That knocks back minions. Okay. Can actually walk into this wall and then right back out because that'll give me an additional 10% life steal.
I won't be a shooter.
Then it goes on cooldown. It'll come back up. Okay. What's up? Did it? Oh. It will be nice to use the no, he's not. It will be nice to use the scream when you need a little bit of a distance between you and an opponent. That'll be nice. You're like, ooh, I just need a little bit of distance here. Maybe you're like both at that 1 HP marker where you're gonna die, and you just get outside of that auto attack range by using her scream to kind of kite around a little bit, you know?
This will get
Could be
straight to the
pretty
point.
nifty.
Double kill.
All right. So my man, you cannot see me. You will get bursted down. You sure will. We've got all of these very scary stealth mechanics all around the map that we're gonna be getting ganked from. Because of course we are. Most importantly, right off the bat, her kit feels fluid. It's always the most important thing to me. Ever since we got some clunky gods, Baba Yaga, I feel like just a god feeling smooth is important right off the bat, and all of her abilities feel good. I click a button, the button happens, you know? I can move around in her 3, I can turn it around, it looks nice, I can use her 1, I can cancel her 1. I've got multiple different opportunities to use her ulti. Getting into the wall is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Getting out of the wall is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. She's got a cool auto attack chain, both in game for like efficiency with the 1.1.5 and also aesthetically with the claw.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Pretty easy Hydra's procs, being able to just cancel out of most of your abilities. Huge burst damage follow-up when you do something like the dash into the Hydra's proc.
Your team has destroyed the middle enemy Phoenix.
I do think that the kite potential with her one is very interesting.
I'm right here.
Man, that burst damage is going to be very annoying for bots and players alike. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, very smooth. Very, very smooth. I don't know who designed her, but I'll tell you right off the bat, this is a character that feels good to play, which is nice. So right off the bat, she feels smooth, which is important. Feels reactive, responsive, clicks buttons, things happen. You can get, you know, going in and outside of the walls, all of that felt good.